I am the horror of Loelia Films. I'm Austin W. Hawkins, and today I'm presenting top 10 horror films to get a beginner hooked. If you love horror and you're trying to get someone else into the genre, it's better off showing them one of these films instead of the most obscure blood and guts gore fest that you can find. So this is going to rule out the torture porn genre like I Spit on Your Grave, as well as just like gory stuff like Hostel. These are not going to be in here. These are like when you're younger, you watch that first scary movie and you're like, I want more. Without further ado, here's top 10 horror films to get someone hooked. Number 10, any first entry of the big franchises or any of the remakes. I'm shooting myself in the leg right now. I'm eliminating all Friday the 13th, Halloween, Final Destination, Saw, Nightmare on Elm Street, all the obvious ones because those should be your first picks. This is going to be a tough list from now on.
Number 9, It.
2017, Andy Muschietti directed a phenomenal coming-of-age story starring children, but is also horror because of a terrifying clown, Pennywise. Some people compare it to the 1990 version. In this one, it's way scarier, way more funny, and the sequel is phenomenal.
Number 8, The Conjuring.
A staple on any top 10 horror film list, The Conjuring, based on real events from Ed and Lorraine Warren, is a phenomenal scary watch for beginners to advanced horror junkies. It spun off an amazing cinematic universe with such characters as Annabelle and the Nun. So if you want more of these type of films, there's a lot you can choose from.
Number 7, The Thing.
Directed by John Carpenter and starring Kurt Russell and his amazing beard, 1982's The Thing is probably the epitome of practical effects and has a phenomenal storyline.
Number 6, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
I did not like this movie. I grew up on the book and I did enjoy the practical effects, but this film is perfect for younger people wanting to get into the horror genre. It looks phenomenal, and if you're not used to scares, this one is good for you.
Number 5, The Descent.
An amazing modern horror film about 6 girls who go cave diving. It is filled with claustrophobia as well as jump scares from the monsters. It is highly recommended.
Number 4, Trick or Treat.
Oh, one of my favorites. I love horror anthologies. That's one of my jams. Trick or Treat from 2007, directed by Michael Dougherty. It is just so good, so entertaining. The facts, the whole film, it looks good. It's a fun date night horror movie. Shout out to Sam.
Number 3, Jaws.
I will include this movie on every list I ever do. Jaws is a classic. It is the first blockbuster, pretty much the first movie to ever get commercials. Steven Spielberg, his first film, and it is phenomenal. The kills in it still stick with me today, and I'm a 24-year-old man. This film is literally timeless. Go watch Jaws. I hate it when people call films timeless, but when I'm talking about Jaws, I stand by it.
Number 2, Slither.
The one film on this list that I have yet to watch. Directed by Guardians of the Galaxy creator James Gunn and starring Elizabeth Banks. Aliens take over the world and it becomes a pretty graphic body horror film. Maybe it's not the best to get someone in the horror genre, but screw it, take a chance, they might like it. Tell them it's a prequel to Guardians of the Galaxy or the Belko Experiment. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Number 1, Shaun of the Dead.
You gotta include a horror comedy. Now, personally, I prefer Zombieland over Shaun of the Dead, but it is directed by Edgar Wright, who can do no wrong, starring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. A horror comedy is just a great way to get someone into the genre. Make it meta. Have fun. This has been my list. I hope you enjoyed Loelia Films. I hope you enjoyed Austin W. Hawkins. Don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and comment your favorite horror film down below. Thank you all so much for putting up with me.